Arizona is the retirement state. Sun City was built in 1960. 60 years later, no other state has caught up. But Phoenix itself is no longer the answer. The metro is full, expensive, and 115 degrees in late July. The retirees who actually did the math are not in Phoenix anymore. They are in 10 quieter Arizona towns most relocation lists ignore completely. Drop a comment below and tell us where you are watching from. Is Arizona on your retirement list or somewhere else? Hit subscribe. We track Arizona every single week. Number 10 is Surprise. Surprise sits on the northwestern edge of the Phoenix sprawl in Maricopa County. The population just crossed 140,000 and is climbing every quarter. The retirement infrastructure here is not suburban filler. Sun City Grand and Heritage Mirage are full active adult communities pulling retirees from Illinois, Wisconsin, and Minnesota every single season. These are families looking to replicate exactly what they had at home, at a fraction of the carrying cost. The communities were planned that way from the foundation up. Median home value in Surprise runs around $365,000. Property taxes on that home are approximately $1,800 per year, total. For a retiree leaving Illinois, where the same home carries $6,000 in annual property taxes, the math closes the conversation before the first house tour even ends. Surprise also gives you the Cactus League's spring training complex on Bell Road. 6 major league teams train here every February through April, and bleacher tickets stay under $10. The retirement community treats those 4 months as a built-in social calendar. The bleachers at Surprise Stadium fill with the same recognizable faces year after year. Arizona offers a property tax freeze for residents 65 and older with income under $40,000. That can lock your annual bill at the current rate permanently, regardless of what the market does. Surprise is the entry point because the value and the infrastructure are already in place. It is not aspirational. It is ready, today, at the lowest end of the Phoenix Metro pricing band. Number 9 is Sierra Vista. Sierra Vista sits in Cochise County in southeast Arizona, 15 miles from the Mexican border, 4,600 feet above sea level. That elevation is the entire story. Sierra Vista runs 15 to 20 degrees cooler than Phoenix in July and August every single year, without exception. The Huachuca Mountains define the eastern horizon. The light at 6 in the evening across the Sulphur Springs grasslands is a different color than anywhere in the Maricopa Basin. Fort Huachuca, the Army Intelligence Center, has anchored this town for over a century. Federal payroll built the hospital, the library system, and the civic infrastructure most cities this size never get. Median home value is approximately $220,000. Property taxes on that value are approximately $1,100 per year, total annual carrying cost. For a retiree from New England paying $7,000 a year in property tax on a smaller home, that bill is less than what they paid in a single month back east. The Huachuca Mountains also give Sierra Vista some of the strongest birdwatching terrain in North America. Ramsey Canyon, 15 miles south, draws birders from the entire continent for hummingbird migration alone. Sierra Vista is the most affordable full-service retirement market anywhere in Arizona. The combination of elevation and entry price keeps it consistently underrepresented on every standard relocation list. Number 8 is Cottonwood. Cottonwood sits at 3,300 feet in the Verde Valley in Yavapai County. The Verde River runs directly through the city center, year-round flow. Sedona's red rock formations are 20 miles north on State Route 89A. Prescott's Ponderosa Pine Forest is 45 minutes up the mountain road. The visual environment here is the actual product. This is wine country retirement. The Verde Valley Vineyards line State Route 89A from Cottonwood through Cornville to Jerome, with dozens of working tasting rooms. For retirees from the Hudson Valley of New York or the Sonoma Corridor of California, the landscape familiarity arrives in the first hour of the first visit, and the price difference is dramatic. Population in Cottonwood proper is 12,000. The wider Verde Valley retirement cluster, including Cornville and Verde Village, is closer to 50,000 residents. Median home value runs approximately $295,000. Property taxes on that home are approximately $1,500 per year. The historic Old Town Cottonwood district along North Main Street has been preserved deliberately. Mining-era brick storefronts now house galleries, tasting rooms, and bookshops. No chains. The Verde Valley delivers what Sedona delivers visually at roughly 40% less cost. For retirees priced out of where they originally planned, this is the pivot that quietly works without compromise. Number 7 is Anthem. Anthem sits in Maricopa County, 25 miles north of Phoenix on Interstate 17. It was purpose-built by Del Webb in the late 1990s, planned from raw desert. The 55-plus section, Anthem Country Club, is embedded inside a larger planned community of around 30,000. Active adult infrastructure was poured into the foundation, not retrofitted later. The mixed model gives Anthem a generational blend that pure 55-plus communities lack. Grandchildren visiting the family side use the same trail system, the same parks, the same recreation center. For couples where one partner is not yet retirement age, that flexibility matters in ways that are difficult to predict from a brochure or a single tour weekend. Median home value runs around $425,000. Property taxes on that home are approximately $2,100 per year. The Daisy Mountain Freeway connection puts Central Phoenix 35 minutes south on Interstate 17. Sky Harbor Airport is 45 minutes when traffic permits, an hour at the worst. The Black Hills give every north-facing window in Anthem a mountain view. Sunsets across the Daisy Mountain Ridge in October are part of the daily fabric here, not a vacation experience. Anthem is what a planned retirement community looks like when the developer got the brief right from day one and never had to apologize for any of it. Number 6 is Sun City West. Sun City West sits in Maricopa County, directly adjacent to the original Sun City along R.H. Johnson Boulevard. 24,000 residents, nearly all of them over 55. The infrastructure that the original Sun City accumulated over 2 decades, Sun City West inherited at launch in 1978 and has been compounding for over 40 years since. 14 recreation centers, 8 golf courses, a performing arts theater on Stardust Boulevard seating over 800 for full-season productions, a fully equipped woodworking shop, a metalworking studio, a ceramics guild, a lapidary club. The depth of organized activity at this price is genuinely difficult to replicate anywhere. These are not promises in a sales brochure. They are buildings that exist along Meeker Boulevard and R.H. Johnson Boulevard right now, running every single day of the year. Median home value runs around $350,000. Property taxes are approximately $1,800 per year before the senior freeze applies. Arizona's senior property tax freeze, available to residents 65 and older with income under $40,000, can lock that number permanently at today's rate. Sun City West is on this list because the value proposition at current prices remains genuinely difficult to replicate. For retirees who have decided a Sun City environment is what they want, this delivers the full version. This is the benchmark every other 55-plus community in the United States is trying to match at a higher price point with less infrastructure history in a worse location. Number 5 is Yuma. Yuma sits in Yuma County in the far southwest corner of the state on the Colorado River. Population is 100,000 year-round before snowbird season begins. The Yuma Visitors Bureau counts 90,000 winter visitors arriving every October through April. The city runs parallel infrastructure for 2 simultaneous populations, simultaneously. 3,700 RV spaces across organized full-service campgrounds, marina access on the Colorado River, more than 50 golf courses within reasonable driving range, year-round playable. The infrastructure for seasonal retirement living in Yuma is more developed than in any comparable American market, by a measurable margin. Median home value runs around $260,000. Property taxes are approximately $1,300 per year, the lowest absolute number on this entire list. Among every city on this list, Yuma has the lowest combined cost of entry and the lowest annual carrying cost for active retirement living, by a clear margin. Summer heat in Yuma is real and ranks with the hottest in the continental United States. Late July afternoons in the Yuma Valley routinely break 115 degrees. For snowbird retirees who arrive in October and leave in May, the heat is a 6-month absence from a community they have already built. They are not even in the state when the worst weeks hit. Number 5 is Yuma. Yuma sits in Yuma County, in the far southwest corner of the state on the Colorado River. Population is 100,000 year-round before snowbird season begins. Number 4 is Gilbert. Gilbert sits southeast of Phoenix in Maricopa County, adjacent to Mesa and Chandler. Population is 270,000, climbing steadily every year. It is one of the consistently safest large cities in the United States. Banner Health and Dignity Health both operate major medical campuses on the Gilbert Hospital corridor near East Baseline Road. The investment in that medical infrastructure has been accelerating, not slowing. New specialty centers and diagnostic facilities open every 18 months in the corridor. The 55-plus housing market in Gilbert expanded as the original 1990s residents aged into retirement. Active adult communities now line the city's southern and eastern edges along the canal system. Median home value runs around $480,000. Property taxes on that home are approximately $2,400 per year, the highest on this list. Gilbert is the most expensive city on this list. The premium is paid directly for the hospital access and the multi-decade safety record, both of which compound with age. The Gilbert Heritage District around Page Park has preserved the agricultural-era town center carefully. The original 1912 water tower along North Gilbert Road still stands as a downtown anchor. For retirees staying engaged with grandchildren in the Phoenix metro, Gilbert puts you inside the network without forcing you to live in the urban core or its associated risks. The balance between full metro access and small community character is real here, and it has held as the city has grown to 250,000 residents. Number 3 is Saddlebrook. Saddlebrook sits in Pinal County, 25 miles north of Tucson at the immediate base of the Santa Catalina Mountains, roughly 10,000 residents currently. The single thing residents name most often in survey after survey is the view. The Santa Catalinas rise 8,000 feet directly to the east of the community. The view from virtually any front porch in Saddlebrook is the kind of mountain backdrop that retirees from Vermont and New Hampshire spend a lifetime trying to describe to their grandchildren. Saddlebrook is exclusively 55+. 2 championship golf courses, multiple heated swimming pools, a nationally recognized ceramic studio on the Mountain View Clubhouse campus. A resident theater company runs full seasons every year. A rock and gem club operates a workshop with equipment most professional shops would not bother to envy. Saddlebrook Ranch, the newer adjacent development on the north side of Highway 79, adds another 8,000 residents and a second full recreation complex. Median home value runs around $415,000. Property taxes are approximately $2,100 per year, a modest number for the amenity level. The combination of Catalina mountain backdrop and purpose-built infrastructure puts Saddlebrook in a category very few American communities can offer at this price. Saddlebrook operates on a total immersion philosophy. Everything residents want is inside the gates. That either fits the retirement vision precisely or it does not, and the community is honest about it. Long-term residents consistently report something specific. You arrive alone, and within a year, you are not alone anymore. The social depth here is not promised in sales material. It compounds organically. Number 2 is Green Valley. Green Valley sits in Pima County, 19 miles south of Tucson on Interstate 19. 22,000 permanent residents, 88% over the age of 55. competitive pickleball leagues, a community theater production company, a professional-grade woodworking guild on West Camino Casa Verde, a camera club, a quilters guild, a duplicate bridge ladder. Green Valley Recreation runs the entire amenity system. GVR operates over 400 organized clubs and activities, every single one of them member-led and member-staffed. Competitive pickleball leagues, a community theater production company, a professional-grade woodworking guild on West Camino Casa Verde, a camera club, a quilters guild, a duplicate bridge ladder. According to the Arizona Daily Star, GVR's leadership describes the community as built around exactly one principle: give people a new thing to get good at every single year they're here. Goal: median home value is approximately $285,000. Annual property taxes on that median home run approximately $1,400 total. This is among the lowest effective tax rates on this entire list for a community at this level of organized infrastructure and amenity depth. Healthcare is anchored by Tucson Medical Center's dedicated Green Valley campus on West Esperanza Boulevard. Banner University Medical and the University of Arizona Cancer Center are 40 minutes north for specialty care. 50 years of continuous build-out is the reason it ranks at number 2. Green Valley is not promising you something. It has already delivered it at meaningful scale for over 5 decades. And number 1 is Wickenburg. Wickenburg sits 60 miles northwest of Phoenix on Highway 60 in Maricopa County. Population is 7,500, holding steady year over year. You have not seen Wickenburg on any retirement list before this one. Here's exactly why it should have been on every one of them. Wickenburg is the horse capital of the world, more horses per capita than any other city in the United States, a designation it has held for decades without challenge. The downtown is built on gold rush money from the 1860s. The historic district along Frontier Street and Wickenburg Way has remained intact because the chains never arrived to tear it down. The 1895 Vernetta Hotel, the Hasayampa River Walk, the Desert Caballeros Western Museum on West Wickenburg Way. This is a town that protected its own architecture deliberately and aggressively. But the number that actually changes the retirement calculation is the elevation. Wickenburg sits at 4,200 feet, exactly 1,700 feet higher than central Phoenix. In July, when Phoenix records temperatures above 115, Wickenburg averages 20 degrees cooler. That single fact dissolves the heat objection that kills most Arizona retirement moves. For retirees from the Midwest who want the Arizona experience but carry legitimate heat concerns, Wickenburg resolves the problem most of the Phoenix Metro simply cannot solve at any price point. Median home value here is approximately $295,000. Property taxes on that value are approximately $1,500 per year, very modest. Jan Blazek, who served as executive director of the Wickenburg Chamber of Commerce for over a decade, described the town to regional press as a place that attracts people who are done trying to impress anyone. The equestrian culture is not a marketing theme written by a PR firm. It is the actual daily reality of the community, observable from any direction. 34 miles of equestrian trails run through the city limits and out into the surrounding Bureau of Land Management state land. Dude, ranches that have been operating since the 1940s still take guests every winter. 60 miles from Phoenix means you are never more than an hour from Sky Harbor Airport or a Level 1 trauma center. But Wickenburg itself feels like a different decade entirely. Wickenburg is what Arizona retirement looked like before the marketing departments got involved at scale. It is still what the most prepared retirees in this state are quietly choosing. If you are already in Arizona, drop your city in the comments. We genuinely want to know where people are landing right now. If your state taxes your pension and your Social Security and gives you 9 months of winter every single year, we publish here every single week. Subscribe to Inside Arizona TV. New video every week. See you in the next one.